There's a Northeast Ohio success story. Safeguard Properties is the largest company of its kind in the United States.
Yeah, but a 5 on Your Side investigation uncovered numerous complaints about its contractors making serious mistakes. 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison here now with the details.
Imagine someone going into your home and tossing your most treasured possessions in the trash. Our investigation found dozens of homeowners around the country who say it happened to them, and they say Safeguard Properties is to blame.
Safeguard Properties is the largest property preservation company in the United States.
Contractor!
Banks hire the company to inspect and maintain vacant and foreclosed homes.
This is about as average as it gets. This is really what we see most times.
Brian Geswich is the company's director of field quality control. He took the 5 on Your Side investigators to 2 properties so we could show you how the company's contractors secure vacant homes.
What we'll do is we'll go through and we'll take pictures of all the rooms and we'll assess all the damage to the property and provide bids back to maintain the property.
Brian says nothing is removed until the foreclosure is complete and the bank owns the property. Then, Safeguard contractors do what's called a trash out.
We clean out all the debris.
Removing everything the owner left behind, like at this South Euclid home.
Trying to sell the property the best we can.
But a 5 on Your Side investigation found dozens of homeowners who say Safeguard's contractors don't always follow the proper procedures.
They robbed us. They legally robbed us.
On the verge of foreclosure in 2010, Michael Cole was in the process of moving out of his Chesterland home.
I came back to the house on Christmas Eve and the whole house was locked up and everything was gone. Everything.
He compiled this list of what Safeguard's contractors tossed in the trash. One item still keeps him up at night: the 24 VHS tapes of his 2 daughters.
I could always go back to those videos and see the kids when they were little and see those times. And they're gone completely. I'll never see it again.
5 on Your Side investigators found 68 federal lawsuits in 27 states and Washington, D.C. filed against Safeguard. Like Cole, some homeowners say contractors trashed out their homes before the bank became the rightful owner. A Pennsylvania family said contractors took their daughter's pet cat. A Florida woman claims Safeguard contractors took an urn filled with her mother's ashes.
It's just like somebody coming in and saying, I want this house, I'm just going to take it.
Other homeowners say contractors secured their homes while they were still living in them.
They broke in my house. And they not only broke in it, they vandalized it.
Safeguard contractors secured Phil Guinaldo's Canton home this summer. He says they shut off the power to the sump pump and his basement flooded.
Basically, the whole basement has to be gutted and then completely restored.
At the time, Guinaldo says he had worked things out with his bank and had personally called Safeguard to tell them his house was occupied.
Safeguard Properties had no business being here.
More than 200 similar complaints in Illinois sparked the state's attorney general to take action. She filed a lawsuit against Safeguard in September. It alleges contractors routinely deemed occupied properties vacant that occupants still had a legal right to live in. Safeguard has filed a motion to have the lawsuit dismissed, saying it's wrong on the facts and wrong on the law. At the company's Valley View headquarters, where most of Safeguard's 1,700 employees work, CEO Alan Jaffa and Chief Financial Officer Greg Robinson agreed to talk to us off camera. Jaffa says Safeguard does a lot of good. They've maintained more than 3 million properties around the country so far this year, which helps neighborhoods avoid blight, maintain property values, and reduce crime. Safeguard is also part of efforts to revitalize struggling neighborhoods.
This project has been a dream of mine for the past 3 years.
This is founder Robert Klein at a neighborhood cleanup event in Cleveland last July. As for the complaints, Jaffa says despite careful quality control procedures, human error can occasionally occur.
As for Michael and Phil, Safeguard says they conducted internal reviews about their complaints. They say Michael's case was closed after he failed to respond to their attempts to contact him. In Phil's case, they say Safeguard and its contractors acted appropriately. And some important on-your-side information you need to know. If you are behind on your mortgage payments and the bank thinks you have abandoned your property, they do have the right to go in and secure your house. To avoid a mistake, communicate with your bank. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, make sure your bank knows you are taking care of your property. And if you're in foreclosure, make sure you know when you need to be moved out of your house. On your side, I'm investigator Sarah Buttison, News Channel 5.